In the traditional model of setting and achieving goals, people are taught to define a target, break it into steps, and then work through those steps with persistence. This model, though practical, is inherently linear. It assumes cause leads to effect in a straight sequence, and that results emerge as a predictable consequence of accumulated effort. While this approach has value, it often collides with frustration, delays, and obstacles because reality itself does not always function in a straight line. Life operates through patterns, probabilities, entanglements, and sudden shifts. The universe is not a rigid machine, but a dynamic field where countless possibilities exist simultaneously. To truly accelerate the realization of your goals, it is necessary to move beyond linearity and adopt a new mental model: quantum thinking. Quantum thinking is not about memorizing equations from physics or attempting to manipulate subatomic particles. Instead, it borrows metaphors and principles from quantum theory to reshape how we see reality and how we act within it. At its core, quantum thinking proposes that reality is not fixed but fluid, that observation influences outcome, and that energy, intention, and consciousness play an essential role in shaping experience. When you apply these principles to your goals, you stop treating them as distant destinations to crawl toward, and instead begin to engage them as potentialities already alive in the field of possibilities, waiting for alignment with your consciousness. The first step is to rethink the nature of a goal itself. In classical thinking, a goal is a static endpoint. I want to earn a promotion, I want to publish a book, I want to buy a house. The linear mind sees these as points in the future, far away from the present moment. The more you think of your goal as not yet here, the more you unconsciously reinforce the distance between yourself and the goal. Quantum thinking shifts this view. A goal is not a distant event, but one of many possible realities coexisting in the quantum field. The question is not whether the goal exists, but whether your state of being matches the frequency of that goal. Instead of moving toward it step by step, you align yourself with it so that it emerges naturally. This alignment begins with awareness of thought. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect shows that the act of observation influences what is observed. On the psychological level, this means that the way you think about your goal determines how it materializes. If you constantly think in terms of lack, I do not have this yet, it is so difficult, I hope one day it happens, you are observing your life through the lens of absence, and the reality that emerges is more absence. To apply quantum thinking, you must consciously observe your goal as if it already exists. This is not daydreaming. It is a disciplined shift of attention. You train your mind to see, feel, and live from the reality you wish to create, so that your observation shapes the outcome. Energy and frequency become crucial. Every thought emits a signal. Every emotion vibrates at a certain resonance. A goal infused with excitement, gratitude, and certainty carries a high frequency that attracts alignment. A goal accompanied by anxiety, fear, or doubt carries a low frequency that creates dissonance. Quantum thinking requires that you do not simply define what you want, but that you regulate the energy with which you hold it. Gratitude becomes a practical tool because it generates a resonance of abundance. Visualization becomes more than imagination because it conditions your nervous system to recognize and embody a new frequency. Meditation, affirmations, and breath work are not just rituals, but methods of tuning consciousness into coherence with your chosen reality. Another essential principle is nonlinearity. In classical models of goal setting, the belief is that progress must follow a straight sequence. Step 1, then step 2, then step 3. But in a quantum view, change can occur through leaps, synchronicities, and sudden shifts. An opportunity may appear unexpectedly. A chance encounter may accelerate progress, or a breakthrough may collapse months of effort into a single moment. When you apply quantum thinking, you stay open to nonlinear unfolding. You remain flexible rather than rigid, ready to pivot when the field presents a shortcut. This openness transforms how you interpret setbacks. Instead of seeing delays as failures, You see them as reconfigurations of probability, redirecting you toward a more aligned outcome. Entanglement provides another metaphor. In physics, entangled particles remain connected regardless of distance, influencing each other instantaneously. On a psychological and practical level, this suggests that your goals are entangled with networks of people, resources, and events you may not yet perceive. Your task is not to control every detail, but to resonate with the outcome so that the entangled connections unfold naturally. This means trusting that the right people will appear when you embody the right frequency. It means recognizing that opportunities are not isolated events, but threads woven in a larger tapestry. By practicing coherence in thought and feeling, you strengthen these entanglements and allow them to surface. Quantum thinking also transforms your relationship with time. In the linear model, time is a straight arrow. The future comes later, and you must wait to arrive at your goal. In quantum terms, time is less rigid. Past, present, and future coexist in layers of probability. This does not mean you can instantly teleport to your dream reality, but it does mean that by aligning your state of being now, you collapse the distance between present and desired future. When you act, think, and feel as though the reality you desire already exists, you bring that probability into greater likelihood. This is why elite athletes practice mental rehearsal, why visionary entrepreneurs speak in terms of inevitability, and why spiritual traditions emphasize living as if prayers are already answered. To apply quantum thinking in practical terms, you must first clarify your intention. Intention is the directive force of consciousness, the command you place into the field. A vague intention produces vague results. A focused intention sharpens probability. Yet intention is not desperate wishing. It is calm certainty. Once your intention is set, you shift to embodiment, living, thinking, and acting as though the outcome is real. This does not mean ignoring reality, but infusing present action with future alignment. If your goal is to write a book, you see yourself as an author now. You carry that identity into daily choices, and you act from it. If your goal is financial freedom, you embody abundance in thought, gratitude, and energy, not waiting for a number in your bank account to grant permission. At the same time, you must release attachment to how and when it happens. This paradox, clear intention but flexible detachment, is the essence of quantum goal setting. In classical thinking, people fixate on controlling every step, which often generates resistance. In quantum thinking, you focus on coherence and trust the field to orchestrate the path. This does not mean passivity. It means active alignment with openness. You take inspired action, but you allow non-linear opportunities to appear. You hold certainty in the outcome, but fluidity in the process. Resistance arises when inner programs contradict your chosen frequency. Subconscious beliefs such as, "I am not worthy," "it will take forever," or "success is not for me," create interference. Quantum thinking requires awareness of these patterns. When you notice them, you do not suppress them, but observe them without judgment and recondition your mind. Practices like journaling, hypnosis, neuroplasticity training, and affirmations serve to dissolve these blocks. By reprogramming subconscious frequencies, you create coherence between conscious intention and unconscious belief, allowing the field to respond more directly. Ultimately, quantum thinking is less about techniques and more about identity. Goals are not simply what you achieve, but expressions of who you are being. When your identity shifts, the goals aligned with that identity manifest naturally. If you identify as someone who is always struggling, your goals will reflect struggle. If you identify as someone who is inherently abundant, opportunities aligned with abundance will appear. This identity shift is the deepest application of quantum thinking. You become the version of yourself that already inhabits the reality you desire. To extend quantum thinking into goal achievement, it is necessary to understand that the universe operates not on effort alone, but on resonance. Resonance is the harmony between your internal state and external reality. Many people believe they must work harder, grind longer, and push relentlessly to achieve their goals. While persistence has value, when it is fueled by misaligned energy, it creates resistance. Quantum thinking teaches that the universe does not reward struggle, but coherence. The more aligned your thoughts, emotions, and actions are with your chosen reality, the less resistance you encounter and the faster results manifest. One of the most profound tools of quantum alignment is the practice of living as if. This does not mean pretending in a superficial way. It means embodying the feelings and mindset of the reality you want as if it already exists. If your goal is vibrant health, you do not simply wait for it. You adopt the lifestyle, gratitude, and mindset of a healthy person now. If your goal is career success, you carry yourself with the confidence of someone already successful. Living as if reprograms the subconscious and alters the signals you broadcast into the field. This is why confidence often precedes opportunity and why states of lack often perpetuate themselves. Visualization becomes a central practice, but in a quantum framework, it must be done correctly. Many people visualize their goals from the perspective of an observer, watching themselves succeed as if on a movie screen. While useful, this keeps the goal external. True quantum visualization is immersive. You step inside the scene, feel the sensations, breathe the air, touch the textures, and embody the emotions of already being there. The nervous system cannot distinguish between vividly imagined experience and physical experience. By practicing immersive visualization, you condition your body and mind to inhabit the desired reality, collapsing the distance between imagination and manifestation. Coherence between heart and mind amplifies this process. Research from fields like neurocardiology and institutes such as HeartMath suggest that the heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field influencing the brain and body. When thought, mind, and feeling, heart, are misaligned, the signal into the quantum field is incoherent. You may think of success while feeling doubt, or affirm abundance while feeling lack. The field responds to the dominant frequency, which is usually emotional. To apply quantum thinking, you must harmonize thought and emotion. You do not merely think about abundance, you feel it. You do not merely affirm love, you generate the vibration of love. This heart-mind coherence acts as a transmitter that strengthens entanglement with your desired reality. Another crucial dimension is surrender. Surrender is not giving up, but releasing the compulsive need to control outcomes. When you over-control, you project fear and distrust into the field. When you surrender with faith, you open the door for possibilities beyond your limited imagination. This is why many breakthroughs arrive when people let go, when they stop forcing and allow flow. Surrender, paired with intention, creates balance. You are clear about what you want, but you trust the intelligence of the field to arrange the path. In applying quantum thinking, action remains essential, but it is not the mechanical action of grinding without awareness. It is inspired action, steps that arise naturally from alignment. When you are coherent, the next move becomes obvious, often accompanied by a sense of excitement or flow. Inspired action carries leverage because it is supported by the field. For example, reaching out to one person at the right moment may create more progress than dozens of forced efforts. Quantum thinking teaches you to listen for resonance and act from it rather than pushing blindly. It is also important to recognize that obstacles are part of quantum unfolding. Resistance may surface not as punishment, but as a test of alignment. When challenges arise, the linear mind panics or interprets them as failure. The quantum mind interprets them as opportunities to realign. Obstacles often expose subconscious programs, showing you what needs to be released. Instead of reacting with frustration, you pause, breathe, and recalibrate. By doing this, you transform obstacles into accelerators of growth, dissolving the frequencies that block manifestation. On a collective level, quantum thinking connects you to networks of resonance. The more you embody your chosen reality, the more you attract people on the same wavelength. These connections form quantum entanglements that accelerate progress. Collaboration, mentorship, partnerships, and communities appear as if by chance, but in truth they are the resonance of your frequency reflected in external form. To achieve greater goals, it is not necessary to isolate yourself, but to amplify your frequency within a network of aligned individuals. Another powerful application lies in redefining failure. In the linear model, failure is final, a sign of incompetence or defeat. In the quantum model, failure is simply feedback from the field, showing you which frequencies are misaligned. Instead of shame, failure becomes data. You observe it, learn, and recalibrate your vibration. Every failure becomes a step in refining coherence until alignment is precise. This perspective frees you from paralysis because you no longer fear mistakes. You see every outcome as part of the process of collapsing probability into reality. Quantum thinking also redefines success. Rather than a rigid achievement, success becomes a state of being. You are successful not only when the external result appears, but when you live coherently, aligned, and abundant in the present moment. External results then become inevitable reflections of inner state. This creates resilience because your fulfillment is not postponed to the future, but embodied now. When applied fully, quantum thinking transforms goal setting from a linear chase into a multidimensional dance. You clarify intention with precision. You embody the frequency through thought, emotion, and action. You release attachment to the form and timing. You live as if the reality is here. You dissolve subconscious resistance. You trust entanglements and nonlinear unfolding. You surrender control while taking inspired steps. In this way, you do not force reality, but allow it to crystallize from the quantum field. In the end, applying quantum thinking to achieve your goals is not about bending physics to your will, but about understanding that consciousness itself is creative. The universe is not indifferent, but responsive to coherence. When you align thought, emotion, and identity with the reality you desire, you participate consciously in creation. You stop crawling toward your goals and begin collapsing them into your experience. The process becomes less about striving and more about becoming. The question shifts from, how do I get there, to who must I be now to live it? And as you embody that state, the field responds, possibilities converge, and the goal that once seemed distant emerges as natural as the sunrise.